welcome on this very cold morning. I've got a cosy warm, so I may have to put down the temperature when we start to heat up our bodies. Sitting in cross leg or sitting with your legs out straight, nice and tall with a nice long spine, crown at the head to the ceiling. Let's close our eyes. Coming away from our external environment and stimulations to just solely focus on our breath, our wondrous, miraculous breath. Taking our time to just settle into our bodies. Coming away from our morning's activities, our journey to the studio, to our arrival on our mats. And all of us has had different routines and rituals in the morning. So all of that entails just park it to one side. Breathing in slowly into our chest, into our ribs, into our bellies. And then exhale from our bellies, our ribs, and our chest. And as you continue to breathe slowly in and out, just notice in your bodies if you're holding any tension. Maybe it's tension in your face. So let's all squeeze our face like super tight. Like we're really, really, really cross with ourselves. Squeezing our eyes, our forehead, our nose, our cheeks, our mouth. And then release. Release all that tension. Soften our features. Soften our forehead, our eyes, our cheeks, our mouth. Then bring the awareness down to our neck and our shoulders, our arms and our torso. And let's grip tension. Squeeze ourselves really, really tight in our neck, our chest, our shoulders, our arms, even our hands. Make two fists. Take a deep breath in and release. On the exhale, soften our necks, shoulders, arms, torso. Lastly, our legs. Take a breath in and scrunch up your toes, tension into your hips, your pelvis, your legs. Squeeze everything tight, hold everything in, and then exhale, release. Breathing in for 6. Sitting up tall, allowing our heart to open. Shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath in. Hold it at the very top. Part your lips and sigh out. 2 more times, just like that. Deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Part your left side out. And 1 more time. Grounding breath in. Hold. Side out. Good. Inhale, close your mouth. And on the exhale, bow your chin into your chest, stretching the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders. And then just sway your nose from side to side, super slow. Just starting to warm up the neck. Relaxing the shoulders. And keep the spine nice and tall. Just swaying the nose from one shoulder to the next shoulder. And then perhaps you can start to move the nose to a full circle. All the way around, nice and slow. In one direction. You can keep your eyes closed or flutter them open. And then move your head in the opposite direction. Super slow, just warming up the neck. Arrive where your nose is facing the floor. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lift your nose. Flutter your eyelids open. Scrunch your shoulders up to your ears. Hold lots of tension in your shoulders and in your arms. And then breathe it out, release. Inhale, scrunch it up. Exhale, release. Good, one more time. place your hands just in front of your body. You see me okay, James?
Yeah.
And then rotate your palms away. Push the energy away from your body. And then slowly bring the palms all the way up to the ceiling. As you inhale, take the backs of your hands to the top of your head. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Keep sitting up tall. Inhale. And on the exhale, release. Hold it there. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, release. And just slowly bring your arms down through muddy waters. All the way down by your sides. Good. Now take your right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Keep the left arm stretched away from your body. And then you're going to side stretch. The bottom hand, the left hand is there for support so you don't collapse over. Now what we want to do is we don't want to keep that, lift that right hip away from the floor. Keep that right hip pressed back and down. So you're lengthening into your ribs and into the armpit. That's it. Checking into your left shoulder. Ensure that it's not scrunched up to the ear. That's good. 1 more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, release. Other side. Left arm. Ensure your left hip is pressed out, left hip bone pressed into the floor, and then side stretch over. Good. Breathe into your left ribs, even your left lung. Top arm extended, palm faces down. 1 more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly back up to center. Good. Roll the shoulders. That's it. Good. Now we're going to open the arms into cactus. Cactus or goal post arms, and then close. Now as we close, I'll turn to my side. We want to push our heart, the front of our heart, to the back of our heart. So it's just a small movement in the upper back. We want to just bring the front heart to the back heart. Taking the chin into the chest, the elbows and the palms come together. Then on the inhale, you open the arms wide and you press the back of your heart into the front of your heart, lifting your gaze. Inhale, hold it there. Exhale, fold. Close your book. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 1 more. Inhale, so we're working into the upper spine. Exhale, close. Good. Then come to a neutral spine. Swing your feet out to one side. Grab your knee pads. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. Come to the middle part of your mat so that your knees are just a little below the middle part of your mat because you're going to be extending your leg out behind. You don't want your leg to go out onto the floor where you may slip. So keep the extension of your leg onto the mat. So in tabletop position, our hands are spread wide. We've stacked our shoulders above our wrists and we've stacked our hips above our knees, hip distance apart. This is Madhurasana, our cat-cow. Warming up our spine, we're going to lift our tailbone, the base of the spine, and the sit bones, along with the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. We spread our shoulders wide and we bring the shoulder blades back and down our spine, our back. Inhale, and then on the exhale, round. So imagine a huge lorry going right underneath the torso, creating lots of space between you and the floor. Inhale. Belly button and heart down towards the floor, head up, tailbone up. Exhale, round. Evenly distribute the weight. Press into the floor with your hands so that you're not just on the heel of your hands. You're using the knuckles and the thumbs as you continue moving through cat and cow with your breath. Warming up all the little vertebrae up the spine. 1 more time. Inhale. This is cow. And on the exhale, cat. Come back to tabletop, our neutral spine. We're going to extend the right leg out behind and tuck the toes of the right foot under. With the movement of our toes, we're going to rock the rest of our body forward and back. So the toes is creating this movement. So the heel goes far back and then the heel goes forward. So just a rocking motion using our right toes. Good. 1 more time. So warming up the toes. So keeping those arms straight, not bending the elbows. And then come back to neutral, shoulders stacked above your wrist. Lift your right leg up to the height of your hip or lower. Bend at the knee. And then we're going to pulse the foot, the sole of your foot, up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now drop the right toes to the mat. We're going to reach over and grab one of our blocks. Place it underneath our left hand. So ensure the left wrist is underneath your left shoulder. And we're going to do a little pivot here on this left foot. So the left foot is going to rotate round to your left. And then that will allow us to open up that right hip to the right. Rotating round. This is a side plank. The sole of the right foot is flat on your mat. You're stacking your hips, you're stacking your shoulders. Your right hand can go onto your waist or reach the right arm to the ceiling. Looking up with your thumb or down with your hand. So this is called Fascisthasana. Good, beautiful. Either looking up or looking down. Now remember your left bum cheek, tuck it in so that it's not protruding out. One more deep breath in, and on the exhale rotate. Right hand, right shoulder round and down, pivoting back onto that left knee, coming back to your tabletop position. Good, other side. So just move that block out of the way for now. Taking the left leg out behind, tuck the toes of the left foot under, and then start to rock with your toes, ensuring you're working through your feet so that you're not using your hands to create that motion. We want to try and keep our arms nice and straight. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, rock back to neutral. Lift the left leg up to the height of your hip, bend at the knee, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg and lower down to the floor. Grab your block, place it underneath your right hand, right wrist underneath your right shoulder. Now look at your right knee and see your right foot as it rotates round to your right. So it's a little pivot. Now if that's too much, it's actually harder to keep the leg straight. It makes it easier to bring that leg around. But if it doesn't go around, you can keep it halfway around. Then we take the left hip and we rotate it so that it's stacking. Just like we do in the standing poses, move it into Warrior 2 or Trikonasana. So now our left shoulder is away from the floor, our left hand is on our waist, our left hand is up towards the ceiling. The whole of your left foot is flat on your mat for support. And you lift, looking up at your thumb, or look down at your right hand. So shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. And what I want you to think into is your ribs. Push the bottom ribs up into your top ribs. Good, beautiful. And breathe. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, left hand slowly rotate. Left shoulder, left hip, back around. Placing the left hand onto the floor, then pivot the knee. Good. Move your block out to one side. And then with your two knees, bend. Sit back onto your heels and just give your wrist a little rotation. Now if it's too much sitting back onto the heels, you can always make moving one way, the other way, and then your flip-flops up and down, open, close. It's one thing about yoga, we do a lot of things on our hands. So the hands take it and the wrists take it. So the forearms, you need to build strength in the forearms. So exercises like this builds strength in the forearms. Okay, back to our tabletop position. So we've done side plank or modified side plank. So now we're going to give full plank a whirl. Modified full plank first, and then we'll do the full plank. So take our hands now beyond our shoulders. So our wrists are no longer underneath the shoulders. We want to now bring the shoulders back above the wrist, so we take our torso forward. Now watch what happens. Sometimes when we take our body forward, this happens, okay? So we don't want to collapse the torso or the belly. In order for that not to happen, we need to engage. Draw the navel in a lot. Tuck in the tailbone. Use the strength of your arms to push the floor away. Hug the forearms in. Tuck in the tailbone and the belly. Good, so this is half plank. It's really important to tuck in the tailbone because when we bring our body forward, our lumbar spine wants to collapse, okay? So tuck this in and then bring it slightly forward. That's it, and don't collapse this. Keep that tucked. Good, 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 good. Tuck, tuck, tuck. A bit more. Yes. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, let's sit back into child's pose and give ourselves a little bit of a break. You can grab your block and place your block underneath your forehead if your forehead doesn't arrive back onto the mat. Take a few deep breaths here. Continue to train the practice of pranayama. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, lift your gaze and walk your hands back up towards your knees, coming into a kneeling position. Walk your hands back up towards your knees, coming into a kneeling position. Rotate your palms away from your body, float them all the way up towards the ceiling. Hands come together, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, slide them back down through your midline. Now, bring your hands back to the mat. You are welcome to go back into modified plank, taking your hands beyond your shoulders, rocking the torso forward, engaging your core, tucking in your tailbone. So this doesn't happen. That's half plank. For full plank, we're taking our hands beyond our shoulders, and we're going to take one leg out at a time, tuck the toes of the left or right foot under, and then the other leg. So now both knees are away from the floor. We tuck in our tailbone, our shoulders are over our wrists, and we look down at the floor so that the crown of the head is in line with the tailbone. That's it. Good. Now keep pushing the floor away and imagine the back of your heart going up towards the ceiling. Beautiful, everybody. Gorgeous. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, lower the knees. Walk the hands up to the knees. So this is called extended mountain. Inhale, rotate the palms, looking up at your thumbs, and then exhale, coming down to your heart. Okay, we're going to add to it, okay? We're going to give this a whirl today. We're going to do plank and then downward dog. Alright, so I'll demonstrate first because we haven't done this before, transition from one to the next. If it's too much, I'll show you the modified version as well. So back to our tabletop, let me just demonstrate. One leg out, second leg out. Now watch what I'm doing. I'm pushing the floor away. The front of my heart's going up towards the ceiling. Lifting my knees, squeezing my thigh muscles. So everything is active. And then from here, I'm going to lift the sit bones up. And then my feet take a little step up. 1, 2. And this is an inversion, downward dog. So the head is now lower than the heart. Sometimes you can get dizzy if you're not used to it. What happens when you get dizzy? You drop your knees, lower your toes, lower into child's pose. Okay? So, if that's too much, you go modified plank, tuck the toes under, hover the knees, lower the knees, hover the knees, lower the knees. Okay? Because it's engaging your core. So downward dog is strengthener for the whole body. So you're strengthening your shoulders, your arms, your core and your legs, along with stretching the backs of the legs. But it is an inversion. So it means then the blood's going to go to your head and it may make you feel a little bit disconcerted, okay? If that is the case, you go into child's pose and you stay there and breathe. So, let's give it a whirl. Tabletop position. We're going out with 2022 with a bang. We're going to take the hands beyond our shoulders, rock our bodies forward into half plank. This time you can either tuck one toe at a time or both feet, lifting the knees, squeezing the belly. Now let's do the formation of plank first. Let's get it right first. Shoulders in line with your hips, in line. Tuck, 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 tuck. That's it. Belly in, ribs in. Belly in, ribs in. Keep looking down at the floor so that the crown of the head's in line with your tailbone. Good. Lift your head a wee bit there. That's it. If you can, tuck, tuck, tuck. One more breath. Now, think into your sit bones, think into your tailbone. And all you're doing is lifting them up towards the ceiling and taking about 2 inches up with your feet, a little step up with your feet. So you're narrowing the distance between your feet and your hands. So lift the sit bones up, 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 up. So you're coming into your inversion, downward dog. That's it. Bend your knees, that's it. Think elongation of the spine, ribs in, belly in. Good. Knees in line with your hips, in line with just this one. Just move it up. One more breath, inhale, and let's go into child's pose. Exhale, lower the knees. Sit bones down to the heels. Good, side effects. Lower the forehead. Now you can just sway the body from side to side. Focus on your breath. Let's not panic. Not bad for the first time. When you come back in 2023, you'll be joining the flow class. No, we're staying in child's, just one more breath. Just giving your heart a chance to neutralize after being shifted. And then from here, now lift your head first, that's it. Walk your hands back to your knees, that's it. And then lift your torso up to knee. Then rotate your palms away, extend it, mountain, inhale, exhale to your heart. Good, gorgeous. Now, from here, we're going to step up with the right foot. So bring your hands to your waist, stepping up with the right foot, 90-degree angle. Good, so have your knees back onto your knee pads, that's it, good. Once again, we're going to bring the right foot just a little bit beyond your right knee, because we want to bring these hips forward. And by doing that, we're now putting weight onto that right foot. By putting weight onto the right foot, we really want to root down the sole of the foot and the big toe. We're engaging this thigh, we're strengthening our quad and our hamstring, keeping our hips square. We're going to lovely Robins. We're going to breathe in, reach the arms up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, open the arms into cactus like we did in our seated position. From here, remember what we did with our heart. We took our front heart to our back heart. So close the book, rounding our upper back. Keep pushing the floor into the floor with your right foot. And then open the book, open up your heart. And if you can, lift your gaze. Squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're holding on to a 20-pound note. Good. Inhale, hold it here. Exhale, round. Release the 20-pound note, but press the foot into your mat. Inhale. Open. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Good. Come to neutral, bring your hands to your waist. We're going to change sides. So bring your sit bones back, slide the right foot back, and take the left foot up. 90-degree angle. Good. Now when we move from one side to the other, you may need to adjust your hips. That left hip may have lifted a little bit. So bring that right hip back and the left hip down. Press into the left big toe, take it a little bit more forward than your left knee and rock the hips forward. So now you're also stretching into the right quad, right hip flexor. Try not to flare the ribs. Keep the ribs in to protect the organs. Take a deep breath in and exhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the arms to cactus. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, round. Push the front of your heart to your back heart. Tuck in your tailbone, feel the stretch in the right quad. Inhale, open your heart. Let the light shine. Exhale, round. Keep pressing into that left big toe. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to your waist. We're going to just come to our standing position. So take your left foot in just a little. And then come to standing. That's it. Good. Take your knee pad to one side. And come to the middle of your mat. Just make sure you have no anything on your mat. Feet hip distance apart. So we did the kneeling, extended out. We're going to do the standing, but we're going to add to it. So inhale, reach the arms up. Look up at your thumbs. exhale to your heart. From here, we're going to dive forward only halfway. So like an L shape. Nice long spine, pressing your heart into your thumbs. And then take your hands to your waist. Take your hands to your waist. Bend the right knee and keep the left leg straight. Stay in this position. Keep your hips square. Try not to sink into that right hip. Keep your hips square. Good. So you're just bending the right knee and keeping the left leg straight. Good. Breathe in. And on the exhale, straighten the torso with the right knee bent. Good. Say it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, dive forward. This is called a half lift. Exhale, hands to your waist. Inhale, bend the left knee. Don't sink into the left hip. Keep the hips square. Evenly distribute the weight on your feet. Continue to breathe. In. Shoulders away from the ears. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And on the exhale, straighten. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, half lift. This time, we're going to bend both knees, melting our torso onto our thighs. Release your hands to the floor and then fold over your legs. Now, if it's too much, you can grab your two blocks in front of your feet, placing your hands on top of the blocks. This is a forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands can be on blocks. And breathe. Good, beautiful. So now we're creating space in our lower back, into our glutes. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, think into your tailbone and you're going to roll slowly up. Relax the arms, relax the head, engage your belly, engage your core. Bending the knees all the way up to standing. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Press the hands together, elbows lifted. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, release the arms, forward fold. Inhale, hold it there. And perhaps if you have length in your hamstrings, you can straighten your legs. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, bend those knees. Roll up from your tailbone, stacking each vertebrae. Squeezing the glutes, engaging your legs. Well done. Feet together, legs together. Run into squat. So sit down into your lovely comfy chair. If it's too much for the arms all the way extended, you can move them into cactus or goalpost arms, or keep them at your waist. The feet together and the legs together means that the inner leg muscles squeeze together, so that your two legs become one. Good. We're sitting in our comfy chair, so from our tailbone all the way to the crown of our head is one long line. Sometimes we like to show off our bum, so we want to tuck the bum in. Squeeze. Utkatasana. One of my favorite poses. Squat. Keep squeezing those legs. Breathe. One more. And on the exhale, come to standing. Well done. All right, we'll give our legs a little bit of a break. We'll grab our belts. Grab your belts. So we did this last week, and it had such a positive feedback. I thought we'd do it again. Well, I know you like to do, so I thought it helped your arms a lot, so we'll do it again. So we're going to hold onto the belt with a little bit of give between your two hands to start with. We hold it with two kind of fists, but not clenching for dear life. The back of your hands are facing me. And all we're doing is going to breathe in, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, pulling the rope away from one another, or the hands away from one another. You exhale, bring in the arms all the way around and back behind your head. Good, with straight arms, straight arms. Good, that is good. Hold it here at the bottom. Super good for opening up the chest, strengthening the heart muscles. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Good. One more time at that distance. Taking taking your time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Try to bring it down evenly together. That's really good. Inhale, hold it at the bottom. Exhale, reach up. Through your nose. Good, good, good. Keep going with your breath. Inhale, hold it at the top. Exhale, lower. Now, perhaps that width that you are holding is wide enough, is good enough for you. If you want a little bit more of that deeper stretch, you narrow the give in your belt, okay? So you take less give in your belt. So inhale, rise up. Now remember, we want the two shoulders rotating back together, so not the strictly come dancing shimmy, okay? So inhale, and then on the exhale, bring it back. Pulling the hands away from one another. I know it's hard. Only go the distance that allows your body not to feel pain, yeah? You want to feel the stretch, but no pain. Inhale, hold it at the bottom. Exhale, lift it up. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale, release. Good. Now, one last one before we move back to our legs. Inhale, rise up. We're not stretching it back. All we're doing is we're going to pull on the right hand to bring us over to the right. But the left hand is still pulling back. It doesn't want to go over. You're still resisting. You're creating a resistant stretch. Okay, so the shoulders are stacked. We're not taking it behind. We're taking it on top, one on top of the other. Stretching into the ribs. Keep pulling, pulling, pulling. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hold. Inhale all the way. Now the left side is pulling you down and the right hand is resisting. Shoulders are stacked, one on top of the other, pulling them apart. Inhale. Exhale. Back to neutral. And slowly release. Good. Take the belt to one side. Super effective for the shoulders. Super effective for the chest. Because as I mentioned last week, modern society means that we're like this. A lot of the times are like this. Or like this. Okay? So doing exercises like that opens the chest again, strengthens these muscles that support the biceps essentially, that supports the functioning of the heart. Okay? So back to our legs, hands to our waist, feet hip distance apart. We're going to bend like we did in squat, but now our feet are hip distance apart. Taking the weight over to our left foot, we're going to step back, make sure your foot's on your mat, a good 4 feet behind, onto the ball of your foot, so the back heel is lifted. Now if you need to bend the knee, otherwise straighten by really lifting the knee and squeezing the thigh muscle, squeezing the glute. From here we're going to reach the arms up into crescent pose, palms facing one another. Good. So left knee is bent and the left knee is over your left ankle, so not beyond the ankle. So if you find that you've gone too far back and you're off your mat, then step up a little bit. One more breath. Inhale. From here, on the exhale, humble crescent. We swoop the arms back and we bring our heart forward, but don't collapse the shoulders. Keep those shoulders back. Shoulder blades are squeezed. Weight onto that left foot. And now we're going to bring even more weight onto the left foot. Peeling the right toes away, lifting the left foot a few inches away from the floor, keeping a bend in that left knee. Tap the right toes to the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one, hold for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, reach it back to where you came. Crescent legs, humble crescent. Then reach the arms up, slow and controlled. Open into warrior 2. So rotate the right heel down and round. Right shoulder back, right hip back, right heel back. Good. So just step up a wee bit, trees out, just so that back leg doesn't slide up. That's it, good. So tuck in the toot, in the tailbone, length through the midline, all the way to the crown of the head to the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears, palms face down. Working into the adductor, into the inner leg muscle to rotate that left knee to the left. That's it. Good. Breathe. Good. Stretch. That's it. Good. One more. Inhale. On the exhale, right hand to the right thigh, left hand up to the ceiling. Reverse warrior. Reach. Lift. So stretch from your left armpit to your left hip, creating space in your left ribs. One more breath. Inhale. On the exhale, Parsvakonasana, elbow to the thigh. Right hand to your waist, option 1. Option 2 to the ceiling. Option 3, bicep to ear. Bicep to ear. This to your waist. That's it. It's all about the legs. It's all about the legs. Tuck in the tailbone, good. Hand facing down. Breathe. Tuck in the tush. One more. Rotate through warrior 2. Rotate the torso back, up and round. Take your hands to your waist. Lifting the right heel, the back heel away from the floor. So now the right hip rotates round. Lean into your left foot and a big step up. Good. Circle out the hips. Circle it out. Good. So, we did this here on the floor. Our little side plank, okay? So that was warming us up, preparing our body for a standing posture called half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. We haven't done this before, so we've done downward dog in our second last lesson for the new year. So now we're going to give Ardha Chandrasana a whirl, okay? We are doing the modified version, so hands will remain on our waist. We take left foot, or stand with the feet up distance apart, step back with the right. It's the exact same formation as warrior 2, only we're going to balance on the one leg. So rotate the right shoulder, right hip, keeping our hands on our waist, look down at our left big toe. Now look beyond the left big toe, just a few inches. Stepping off of that right foot, keep the formation in your torso of that rotation, and then lift that right leg away from the floor, just an inch or 2. Everybody's different here. So if you can tilt the left shoulder down a little bit further, the counterbalance means that the right leg will lift. Flexing the top foot. Holding it here. Breathe in. Exhale. Release the foot back to the floor. And back down. Okay, so this is the pose here that we're doing, guys. So as you can see, the lady has stacked her shoulders, stacked her hips, in order to bring that back leg up. So what you normally do is you have the hand onto the floor and open up the whole side body, okay? It's exact same as when we were on the floor. This time we're on the standing leg, okay? So engage the top glute. We're going to do that sequence first before we do Ardha Chandrasana on the other side. Hands to your waist, feet hip distance apart, bending at the knees, stepping back with the left. Now, right knee is working, okay? So just make sure, come up a wee bit, Padma, just make sure that you don't come off your mat, because you do have a tendency then to slip. Hips are square to begin with, reach our arms up. Back heel is lifted, all 10 toes facing the front of your mat. Fix your gaze on something in front that doesn't move, right in front, and it's called your drishti, your focus. Good. Good. Now squeeze the belly in, tuck in your tailbone. All of these standing poses strengthens the legs, but it also helps strengthen the pelvis. The pelvis that supports all the action that's happening in the bottom half of our body. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to swoop the arms back. Don't collapse the shoulders. Keep the shoulders going back. Bring the heart forward. So it's a little humble crescent. Inhale. And on the exhale, swoop the arms back up, lifting the heart away, and then open into warrior 2. Left knee rotates down and round. Left shoulder back, left hip back. Rotate the nose round to the right, and look down at your right knee. Make sure your right knee's going over your right ankle. That's it. Nice wide stance, so it allows you to sink your hips. outside edge of your back foot, press it into the mat. Don't sway the body forward. Shoulders are stacked above your hips. Shoulders stacked above your hips. One more breath. Inhale. On the exhale, reverse. Left hand to the thigh, right palm reaches up. Armpit to waist. Length. So you're reaching back with that right hand to the back of the room. That's it. Good. One more breath. Inhale. On the exhale, reverse or Parshvakonasana. Elbow to the thigh. Don't collapse the knee in. The left hand goes to your waist, to the ceiling, or bicep to ear. Just like you did in your side plank, lift your bottom ribs to the top ribs. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, rotate back up to warrior two. Hands to your waist. Lift your left heel away from the floor. Rotate round. Lean into your right leg. Little step or big step up with your back foot. Good. Now let's give Ardha Chandrasana a whirl on the other side. Stepping back the way we came. If you want to just ease out the hips. Boogie. Shimmy. I need one more week of Strictly. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. My Christmas is over. Stepping back with your left leg. Rotate left shoulder, left hip, left heel. Left shoulder, left hip, left heel. Round and down. And then, hands into your waist. Rotate your nose and look down at your big toe. Now look just an inch or two beyond your big toe. Fix your gaze. You're going to baby step up with your left foot. Just onto the tippy toes. Now, like an anchor, you're going to anchor the right shoulder in the direction of the floor. Anchor in with that right foot. It's taking the weight of the body as you tip, 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 tip. The left hip lifts up, the right hip goes down. Left shoulder up, right shoulder down. Sit there. Fantastic. If you want to give the arms a whirl, the right hand reaches down to the floor, left hand up. Breathe. You're doing amazing, 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 amazing. Slowly come back the way you went in. Very good. I think that is your first time. That is not easy because we've done tree, we've done Ardhasana, we've done amazing. So now, yeah, that's it, James. Look at that, showing off. James is showing off. We're all walking back. Oh. That was brilliant. So that is not an easy one because it's very disconcerting because you're balancing on the one leg, you're tilting all the way over. It's just, yeah, it just plays havoc with the mind. But a lot of the times, it is the mind that tells you, I can't do that. Oh my God, that's scary. And then as soon as you start entering your mind with the negative thoughts, yeah, you wobble. You start going, oh, this is really hard. Guess what? It's going to be hard, yeah? So if you tell yourself, this is amazing. Look how good is it? Oh, wow. I'm in balance. The difference it does to the mind, yeah? So I tell my kids that all the time. It doesn't work all the time, but I hope that it does. Coming back to center, we're going to come onto our seated. So lift up all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale to your heart, our little fold sequence. Inhale, half lift. Come into your L, bend your knees, fold the torso, release your hands to the floor. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, take your right knee to the mat, and then your left knee. Swing your feet out to the side, and then scoot your bum right. I don't know what's going on with the heat, but oh, you feel it warm? Okay. Yeah. So we're going to grab a block and place the block between our two knees. So obviously now you need to squeeze the knees together to keep the block in place. The knees are going up towards the ceiling and we've scooted our sit bones in the direction of our heels. I'm getting minded. So this is called Navasana, boat pose. We're going to lean back. You have options here. You can support your legs by holding onto the backs of your legs, lifting your feet away from the floor. That's option one. Option two is to keep the arms extended, lifting the feet away from the floor, squeezing the block together. Okay? Looks easy, it's not easy. Squeeze the belly in and then lift the legs. Now, if it's too much, take a hold of the legs. Keep bringing the knees into the chest. That's it. That's it. That's good. So even that is strengthening your arms, strengthening your core. Lovely. Lifting the legs up. Navasana, both pose. Good. You stay there. I'm hanging out. Good, Claire. That's good. That's it, Louise. Good. Breathe. Girls, we're going for mince pies and scones. You'll thank me tomorrow. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Take the block out to one side. That's a nice one, isn't it? Straighten out the legs. Keep your hands behind. Oh, yeah. So it's just a different way of engaging your core. So some Navasana is without a block, okay? So we lift the legs up and we balance. But just having that as an added, squeeze the legs. Yeah? Okay, so shake out the legs. One more with the block. We're going to scoot our bums all the way forward with control, because I know you ladies have strong cores. We're not going to use our hands. Spine nice and long. We're going to roll down for 10, 9, 8, 7, halfway this top, 6, 5, tuck in the chin, tuck in your tailbone, 4, 3, keep squeezing, 2, 1. Well done. Now take your heels all the way up to your sit bones and bring your block in between your knees again. So you need to squeeze your block to keep your block from falling and hurting you. So this is bridge pose. We've done this many times before, but now with the added action of the block. So start by tucking in your tailbone. So you're pressing your tailbone up and in. And once you have brought your tailbone up and in, press your feet strongly into the mat. Press your feet, which are hip distance apart, strongly into the mat. Slowly from there, start to lift your pelvis away from the floor, squeezing your block, relaxing your arms, so no tension in your arms. You're lifting your pelvis, your buttocks, your lower back, and even into the middle of your back, away from the floor. In this position, it's really important not to move your neck from side to side. This is where you can have a little niggle. Good, that's fantastic, Teresa. Good. Holding it there. Breathe in. And on the exhale, squeeze the block. And lift. Good. Inhale, hold. And on the exhale, squeeze and lift. One more time. Keep lifting, don't lower. Inhale, hold. Exhale, squeeze and lift even more. Beautiful. And inhale, hold. And on the exhale, slowly lower. From the middle of your back, lowering each vertebrae. So the opposite of rolling up, you're stacking, now you're lowering. One beat at a time onto a table with control. Use your feet. Fantastic. Take your block away from the inside of your legs. Take your knees into your chest. Hold on to either the tops of your knees or underneath your knees. And rock your body from side to side. With your spine nice and long. Good. Come to center and release your feet to your mat. Walk your feet out, just heel toe the feet out to the edge of your mat. Knees come in together. Release your arms shoulder distance or shoulder height onto the floor. Relax your shoulders. We're going to window wide just to neutralize the core. So both knees go over to the left. They're not on top of one another. They're just away. That's it. Back to center. Knees to the ceiling. And then over to the other side. Back to center. This is just window widening. Back to center. Other side. One more each way. Left. And center. And right. Center. Heel toe or toe heel the feet back in. Reach your right arm up and over. Roll over into your right side. Push the floor away with your left hand. Coming up on the ceiling to grab your jumpers. All that hard work. Now we get to relax. So grab, warm, slow. Because the body has a tendency to cool down very quickly. Would anybody like a bolster? Underneath their knees? Anybody? James, would you like a bolster underneath your knees?
Oh, I Hello, sorry, I beg your pardon. I'm not with the programme.
Oh, you've
Clear, clear.
Louise?
Let Lisa. And then you place this underneath your heels. Two more ladies, is it? One more?
The damage one of the cushion? Yes, please. Do you have black, Louise?
No, I'm very
Are you sure?
Perfect. Thank you very much.
So finding your way into Shavasana, where your feet are apart, your arms are away from your body, palms rotated to the ceiling. So it means that you are open to receive. Close your eyes. I want you to breathe in and tense your face. Tense your shoulders, tense your arms, your torso, your legs. Tense everything. Squeeze everything. Everything is tense, 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 tense. And now exhale, release. Let go. Release all of the tension in our face, our shoulders, our arms, our torso, our legs, our toes. And now just breathe. Take a moment of gratitude for our physical bodies. A moment to give thanks to our practice of yoga. To give thanks to our miraculous breath. Give thanks to all that our bodies are able to do. Now settle into allowing the body to release and let go. Consciously, but also unconsciously. Letting the depths of our heart release and any tension evaporate. Bringing your awareness to your toes. Relax your toes, the soles of your feet, your heels, calves, backs of your knees, hamstrings, buttocks, lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax your fingers, the palms, backs of your hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, armpits and shoulders, the back of your necks, the back of your head, sides of your head, the crown of your head, forehead. Relax your eyebrows, your third eye, your eyelids and eyes, nose, nostrils, cheeks, ears, upper lip, lower lip. Unclench your teeth and remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw and your chin, throat and neck, your collarbones, your chest. Relax your heart, your ribs, two sides of your torso, your belly, belly button, hips and pelvis, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, and the tops of your feet. Your whole body relaxed. Whole body still. Muscles relax, ligaments, tendons. Your organs are relaxed, bones relaxed. Only your breath flowing in and flowing out. Let your breath inflate the sails that propel you to the next horizon. Let your body heat melt the butter for this moment's delicious feast. Let your heartbeat set the rhythm for the orchestra around you. Lower your blood pressure by popping the cap of today's sparkling wine. Abandon your worries. Skip time entirely for the next adventure that awaits you. Ride the intention you have set off into the sunset with satisfaction as the credits roll. Just as the ocean kisses the shore, let these words tickle your eardrums. Know that your body is the golden ticket. Simply unwrap the masks and costumes to reveal the magic inside. Going back to your breath. Coolness of your in and warmth of your out. Allowing the breath to flow into your chest, your ribs, your belly. And notice how it deflates as you release your breath from your belly, your ribs, your chest. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, releasing. Become aware of your body, lying on your mat and the parts of your body connected to your mat or to the floor. The space your body takes up on the floor and within the studio, your surroundings. Then take your awareness to the sounds of your breath. Sounds external, outside of your body. And then begin to notice your hands, notice your feet. And take an energy into your body, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Then relax your hands and your feet. Bring your awareness into your tummy and engage your tummy a little. Slowly slide one foot at a time up towards your sit bones, knees to the ceiling. When you're ready, take your knees all the way into your chest, either holding on to the tops of your knees or underneath your knees. Lengthen your spine and rock your body from side to side. Coming back to center, reach your right arm up and over your head. With your eyes closed, roll over onto your right side, placing your left hand on the floor, just in front of your heart. With your eyes closed, push the floor away with your left hand, slowly coming up into an easy cross leg, seated position. Legs can be straight or crossed. The spine is nice and long, crown of the head to the ceiling. Bring your hands together and rub your feet. Place your warm hands over your eyes. Open your eyes behind your hands and squeeze them shut open. Squeeze them shut open. Look up, look down, look to the right, to the left. Rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then close them again behind your palms as you bring your palms together. Thumbs touching your heart. Take a moment now and set a little intention for yourself, a little positive affirmation. draw your chin into your chest. Turn the corners of your mouth up to your eyes. Flutter your eyelids open. Namaste. James, we're having a little coffee and drinks, just as a little.
I leave it to you, please.
Okay. I didn't want
I'll
to
go
be
do
left
some
out.
work.
Don't think we're gonna add any brand to it, are we? You know, we're keeping it straight to there.
You may as well.
Okay, isn't it all? Yeah, next week's last week, I think. Been enjoying it so much, but I don't know, honestly, it's, I have to look at the year again, not have another break, because you know what, I seem to have water and something there is. Well, we video today. Thank you.